Hi everyone, how are you? Today we're going to talk about a program called Make Beliefs Comics. So let's get started. What you need to do is you'll go onto your browser and click onto this website right here, makebeliefscomics.com. Once you've entered to that website, you'll come up to this page right here. And once you've gone onto this page, you can notice here at the bottom, it comes up, you can do this in different languages. We're going to work with English, of course, today. Essentially what Make Beliefs Comics is, it's a website that it's a free website and it's an easy website that allows students to create comic strip, an animated way to kind of bring their stories to life. So it's a great, and hopefully it's something that you'll be able to use in class and the students will be able to use this as well. So what you need to do is you've gotten onto this website, you're going to go into right here where it says enter here and you'll click onto this. And so now we're going to enter it. And once you've entered it, you can see there are several little things here that I'll just kind of go through what each one basically does. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to name your comic right here, whatever you want to call your comic. So let's say, for example, we'll call it the Crazy Frog. Okay. And the author's name is going to be yourself, and if you're working with someone, you're going to want to put you and your partner's name. These blank spots here, these are called panels, okay? And if you go right down here to the bottom, from the beginning, since you start your story, you can select how many panels. You can't have more than 4. You can only have, you can have 2 panels, 3 panels, or 4 panels. Right now, there's 3 that I've selected, but if you want to have 4, you can have 4 panels, okay? If you want to have 2 panels, you can have 2. If you want to have 3, it's totally up to you. However many panels that you think you need, okay, you're going to go according to that. Once you've selected how many panels you want to have, you're then going to want to choose some characters, right? So that each panel, which is each box, right, will be able to select a panel of your choice. A character of your choice. Do you want to use the same character over and over again? You can. So let's go. Since my story is called The Crazy Frog, what I'll do is I'll use this red arrow here and I'll scroll through to see if I can find anything related to the character that I want. So I'm going to go through and there's a frog. Okay, so I'm just going to click on the frog, which I did. And these arrows right here will allow you to change the emotions of your frog. So if in your first scene, for example, or if in your first panel, your frog is happy or talking or whatever it may be, you can just click on here and you can see the different emotions will come up. So I'm going to actually use this one right here first, and there he is. Okay, so once you've got your frog onto there, you can move him the way you like. If you go here, this is called the tools panel here. And if you want to move something, you just click on this, then you click on your item that you want to move. So you'll click, and then you'll move it. And it's not allowing me to do it for some reason. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you can just move it around, all right? And you can even flip it around if you like. Okay, so you click and it flips on it. So you click the tool that you want to use, and then you click on the character or whatever it is that you want to use. So here it is again, and we're going to flip them back that way. And if you don't want this, and if you made a mistake, then you can click on delete over here. Okay, so now that you've got your character, for example, on your first panel, right? You're now again, you can pick more than one character per panel. So if he's talking to this person here, we can click on her and we can move her around, right? You can see what's going on. We can flip her if we'd like. So we just flip so they're kind of facing each other. So that's quite convenient as well. Next, what we're going to do is you can add speech bubbles. So if you go here, right down here to the bottom, here is where you can add the speech bubbles that you like. And again, you can select the different shapes of the speech bubbles. However, whichever side that you'd like it. If it's a different size, you want smaller, do you want bigger, whatever the case is. Okay, you click on here and you're going to write down. Now this is a little bit big. It's covering up their face, so I'm probably not going to want that. So I'm just going to delete that. And I'll pick a smaller one. And so it's him talking, so I'm going to pick that. And here we go. And then I'm going to click inside. It tells you right here. Okay, and I can just move this now. I can take it and move it around somewhere. And I can move her again down a little bit so they're not face to face, crashing on each other, and they can talk to each other. Okay, so then I can click the same thing for her and pick whatever I like. So that's basically what this allows you to do here. The next thing that you can do is you can also insert, if you like, you can change the background of the panel if you like. So here are the background colors if you want your panel to be blue or green or gray or whatever colors you like. You can pick and put them on. You can even use objects and backgrounds itself other than colors. So if you just click onto this, you get to see the different type of things that you'd like to use. So you can just go through here and select different, these are like sounds if you want to make, or, and it's really neat. Like there's a whole bunch of things. There are objects that you can pick. Okay, if you want them to be holding a flag, loop, whatever it is, there's a ton of objects. Backgrounds, if they're going to be in the middle of a desert, so you just click on it. Okay, and so they're traveling in the desert, so they're gonna of course need their luggage. And I clicked on words, so I shouldn't have objects. Here we go. And I want him to be carrying his carry-on, you know, can't be traveling without his carry-on. So there you go, you have that. And again, you can add the text bubbles and everything. So essentially, it's a great program. I mean, these are all the different buttons that you're going to use. You can bring the pictures forward, bring it front to back. Again, you can start all over if you've made a mistake. Now, let's say once you've done, the only issue with this particular program is that you cannot save your comics. So once you're done and you've decided, you know, you've made your story and you've decided and you've gone through and you've done whatever you need to do, you either can print it off right away or you can email it to yourself. So you cannot, unfortunately, you can't save it. There's one more thing that I missed, sorry, is that right here, these are called panel prompts. So if you want to add little prompts here at the top, you can even create your own panel prompt. So you can just click on here and you can go through here, see? And you can go next day suddenly, to be continued, the end, and then you could type your own. If you're typing your own, you just click on here and you type in your own right here. So one fine Monday morning, okay, or whatever. You can just write down, for example, Monday morning, okay? And same thing you can do here. You can click and select. So again, you do the same thing with each panel. And yeah, and like I said, unfortunately you can't save. So now let's say, for example, my it's done, okay? My comic is done. This is all I want. Of course, that's not completely done, but we're just going to say for argument's sake that it is. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to print and email. So I'll review it. I can go back and edit. This is my last chance to do so. I can either print it, okay? And here I'm going to, who is it from and who am I sending it to? Of course, you can do it to yourself. If your students don't have an email address, you can always put from you to yourself. Again, for your students, you can give them an email address and they'll receive it. Once you receive the email, you can just click on it, and what you can do is you can view it online and or you can print it. Unfortunately, you won't be able to edit once it comes to you because it's uneditable at that point. Yeah, so that's essentially how you use comics, Make Believe Comics. It's a great little website. Of course, the students have to have their stories prepared ahead of, like, before time to kind of know what they want to enter onto the screen. And it gives them a great opportunity to get their stories to come to life and for them to use it in a kind of technological way, I guess. So it's fun stuff. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.